Tom. Act 5, Together to the End, Floss Team 402 VC. Happy New Year!
It's not possible. Alm is the Emperor's true son, which makes him the rightful successor to the Imperial throne. All this time, all the effort, what has it all been for? No, it isn't true. It can't be. I refuse to believe it. Nothing but lies. Lies! 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 Is that an altar? How did I get here? What's happening?
Heed me.
Who are you?
Heed me, you who thirst for power. Call to me, accept me unto your soul.
That voice. Duma? Is it really you? What?
Lord Berkut!
Renea.
I've been looking all over for you. This is the last place I would have expected to find you. You always hated the faithful, after all.
This is true. But then I had the throne snatched from under me by some magical heir. Plying the gods' mercies is what men do in hopeless situations, is it not?
I didn't mean... Forgive me. I shouldn't have said anything. Please don't despair so. Ohm seems a kind and generous man. I'm certain he'll treat you fair.
And I'm to be content with that? I wanted to beat him, Renea. To dispatch him and claim the throne. I wanted to make you my empress. And hold all Valentia in our palms together. But what of those dreams now? Even Raquel alone is now forever beyond my grasp. So I'm to live in this Alm's shadow? Throw myself upon his mercy? I would sooner an honorable death at the executioner's blade.
Berkut! You mustn't say such things. I never... The truth is, I never wanted to be Empress.
What?
To stand at your side is all I've ever desired. I don't care if you're the Emperor or a swineherd, so long as we... Berkut?
You too, Renea?
What?
Were you laughing along with them? Rudolph, Massena, and all the rest? Watching me toil away while you knew I would never become Emperor? Was every kind word part of the act? Every smile an act of pity?
Berkut, you're frightening me!
Duma. Oh, ancient god, I call out to you now. Grant me the power to set this land to ruin, for good and all. Take of me what price you will. I care not anymore. Lord Berkut! Lord Berkut? Who are you? What have you done to Lady Renea?
Grandfather, what's this door?
It leads to the altar beneath Duma Tower. But know that it is a path not easily returned from. Prepare well before you enter.
And with that, we see that Berkut has become Light Yagami, gaining the power of a Shimigami. That's a Death Note joke for y'all, especially considering that movie came out this year, I think. We got a memory prism, and we're gonna go talk to Masena first.
A moment, Prince Albine. I ask that you show Lord Berkut compassion. He weighed heavy on Emperor Rudolph's mind for many years. The Emperor knew that keeping the boy in ignorance could only bring him pain. And yet, the prospect of your being discovered was too great a risk. Still, Berkut was his nephew, and the same age as the son he parted with. So I beg leniency of you, if only to respect Emperor Rudolph's wishes.
Oh, Masena. Well, I would if I hadn't seen the cutscene that just happened now. Now, that's kind of the dumb thing about memory prisms. I can't view them from in here, so I'm gonna go back out to the map and, well, we'll look at it there. Except I gotta go through 3 maps worth of things in order to actually get outside. All right, we're outside. Let's go ahead and look at the turn wheel and check out the last memory prism on here. The Lasting Promise.
Rudolph, are you here? It's me, Myson. I've come here as promised.
Ah, Myson. It has been too long. Thank you for answering my call.
There you are, my friend. I must say, I never thought I would set foot on Regalian soil again. Now, pray tell, what was so urgent that you summoned me here? I know it cannot be to simply reminisce on days gone by.
Alas, I fear not. Myson, in all my years, I have never known a truer friend than you. You are the only man I can trust with this. Here.
An infant? Rudolph, is this your...
My son, yes. He was only just born. His name is Alm. I want you to take him to Zofia and raise him as your own.
Are you mad? What father would hand off his newborn child? I love you most dear, but I must know the reason for this request.
Yes, the reason. Alm here is destined to one day champion Valentia.
How can you know this?
Look at his left hand.
The brand.
Indeed. 2 children with such a mark are prophesied to save Valentia from ruin. And now my son has been born with it. I also hear tale of a newborn Zophian princess who has this selfsame mark.
2 children. Then Valentia's end is drawing near. Is Duma's madness to blame?
Yes, his time is running short.
I see.
Myson, I have to draw first blood. I must awaken the people to their potential, their own strength, and stop them from leaning so hard on the blessings and precepts of gods. I know the people will rise up against me for what I do. But as a father, nothing would make me prouder than for Alm to lead them.
Rudolph.
Promise me, my friend. Promise you will shape my boy into a true champion before that day comes. If he stays in Rigel, the Duma faithful will doubtless attempt to take his life. I want none to know of him, so he has a chance to grow up hale and happy. This is the only thing I can do for him as his father.
Very well, my friend. I promise to take care of him. I'll do what it takes to make him the finest champion Valentia could ask for.
Thank you, my son. Goodbye, Alm. May you never forget how to be kind. When next we meet, my son, it will be on the fields of war.
Rudolph.
How bittersweet it must have been for Rudolph to see Alm for the first time again. I'm sure Myson probably sent back reports to him. I wonder if that dragon is still there. It doesn't look like it. Is all of Valentia open up to us now? I don't think it is. I think there's still like roadblocks that we can't get by. Either way, let's go back into the castle and then head to Rigel Castle basement. Matilda wants to talk, but I think we spent enough time with cutscenes for the time being. All right, let's go to the Temple of Duma.
Beneath Duma Tower, but know that it is a path not easily returned from.
There's no turning back beyond this point. Are you prepared? Yes.
Blast it all! This place is crawling with terrors. So much for be gone to wherever you will, you damn useless priest!
And what is that supposed to mean? You're not actually thinking of leaving Celica in there and running away.
Did you hear me say anything about running away? Give me some credit here, you little snot! Stop flapping your jaws and focus on the fight! I'd prefer not to die here, if it's all the same to you two fools!
All right. So now we have Myson in our group now, who is a Gold Knight. He's actually kind of on par with Zeke in a lot of stats. He's got a little bit more attack, a little bit more resistant. However, he's not as fast, but he's a lot more defensive. So I'm going to make my party with my more strong units in mind, and we'll get going. Let me go organize the troops. All right. We cannot go back to safety anymore. We are forced to be in here now. Let's start exploring.
Whatever lies at the end of these corridors possesses a frightful aura. It sets the hairs on the back of my neck on end. The lord of this temple awaits. And here I am, terrified of him. But we must press on, if we are to put an end to this long war.
Oh, the war wasn't the only thing to put an end to. Let's head on in here and...
Hold up, everyone.
What is it, Alm?
Someone's coming. It's... Fernand.
What?
That voice. Clive?
Fernand! Gods, what's happened to you?
Spare me your pity. I've none to blame for this but myself. Such trivialities matter not at this point. But you made it here. Then you truly intend to slay Duma?
We do, for it was Emperor Rudolph's dying request.
I see. Then he must have known of Duma's madness.
Duma is mad?
Oh yes. Duma is a god no longer. Merely an incarnation of the lust for power. You there?
Yeah? That's me.
Listen well. You must beware of Berkut. He's no longer...
Fernand!
Please, stop Duma. I know I've no right to ask anything of you, but I beg it of you regardless. You're the only one who can end this. Let no one else be tainted by his madness. Let this tragedy end.
I will. I swear, I will lay Duma to rest.
Then I leave it to you.
Fernand, are you all right?
Strange, isn't it? Me, begging boons of you.
Not in the least. I still count myself among your friends.
You always were too nice for your own good. Always so quick to pardon me. Along the way, I forgot how to ask for forgiveness.
Fernand, please.
I knew. I always knew. None of my misfortunes were anyone else's fault. Yet if the world is rotten, then who permitted it to be so? It's me. And no one else. I took anger better aimed at myself, and turned it on the defenseless masses. I failed my duty as a nobleman.
Enough, Fernand. You've suffered enough. You needn't flog yourself any further.
Good.
I am rather tired. Tired of despair. Tired of rage. But Clive, I'm glad I got to see you one last time. You were right. You chose the right king. You always were the friend I was proudest to. Fernand? Fernand, no. Don't do this. Look at me, Fernand. Fernand!
I simply won't accept this, Fernand. I insist you wake up this instant. We're all returning to Sophia together. Fernand? Fernand, say something!
He's gone, Claire. He's gone.
No. Oh, Fernand.
Are you two going to be all right?
Yes. Grief will have its day, but it will not be this one. Right now, let us do what we must. Lead the way, Alm.
All right. Fernand, I wish I could have fought beside you in the army you created. At least now your fight is over. Farewell.
Not to make this less, not to like lessen the seriousness of the situation, but don't we have healers? We have a memory prism. There's got to be a way to view these from within here. Inventory, maybe? Envoy. Those turn wheel. I have no idea how to use the turn wheel in this area. Options. I don't think I actually can view it unless I gotta view it like some other time. Kind of a thing to do to give it to me here and not let me be able to use it. Oh, but anyway. Let's press forward, shall we? Oh, let me save first, actually. I don't want to use that second save slot because it's kind of a... Or I don't want to try to save over the first save slot because it's kind of a no point of no return here. Anyway, let's move on. Proceed into the dungeon. Well... Ooh, this place is creepy looking. Kind of reminds me of the dungeons from, the Elder Scrolls 4 Morrowind. Uh-oh. I don't want to save stamina here a little bit. I will try to fight some enemies, but if it's too many, then I'm not going to bother. Gargoyle and a knight? Well, at least I got him. Ooh, those are some things that I do not want to face. Face? Attack. Let's just go after them then. Oh, damn! We got a new mix of the battle theme here.
Easy pickings.
Easy pickings. Ooh, that's right. They've got really good resistances. Can I hit that guy from here? Oh, I think I can hit him from here. I can. And... Oh yeah, Seraphim. I forgot that's good against terrors. 99 damage! I think that's the maximum possible damage you can do.
I'm waiting.
Well, you got some defense boost there, which is something that you desperately need. Good, they can't reach her. These guys, on the other hand, I gave Mycen the Silver Lance. I added him to the group for this last hurrah of a battle.
Nothing will stop me.
However, she will not be dealing terribly... Oh, right! She's a Falcon Knight!
The mother walks with me.
Seraphim. Let's do that. At the very least, I can do that, and let's see. Easy pickings. Of course.
Come at me, fools.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Alright, black magic. Let's use thunder to finish him off.
Come on.
As a sage?
I'm good.
As a sage, I am good. Great. Better than great. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. All right, let's bring Mycen up here to start the attack on... Let's move him up here. Start the attack on this gentle gargoyle right here. What's the gargoyle standing on, I just realized? Oh, he's standing on supplies. Well, I got a supplies for you. Glad I brought Claire, because her being a Falcon Knight definitely helps against terrors. Alright, and that is pretty much all I can do for this round. Gotta let them come closer. Let's go. Ooh, that's a swamp. Donkey! Alright, Seraphim will kill. Thank you, Silk.
The mother favors me.
Does she, though? Does she?
Hey, good job.
I want to move Claire right here. Because I still want them to get their support dialogue in. I should have moved Luthier closer as well, because Luthier has support dialogue too.
Never stood a chance.
Anyway, we defeated one enemy. Battle complete!
Man, I need a nap after that.
Well, do you? Because we're just getting started here in this dungeon. You might wanna... Not very maze-like, this one. Ooh, and we move on to another area. Deeper within the cave. Kind of reminds me of the dungeon areas from... I think I already said this, but I was busy avoiding things that wanted me dead. Kind of reminds me of the dungeon areas from the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Ooh, cutscene.
That statue. Milla? Is that really the Earth Mother?
But how could the goddess have been turned to stone? Only the sacred blade can seal a divine dragon's power. Look there. The blade protruding from her forehead must be falchion. But given that...
Is that you?
Celica! You're safe. Oh, I'm so glad. Wait, are you alone? Where are the others?
So this is Ulm.
Who are you?
My name is Jeddah. I must thank you for disposing of Emperor Rudolph.
Well then, Jeddah. Enjoy your last moments. I'm here to put an end to you and Duma. I'll see Zofia restored to Celica.
Oh, you can't. You mustn't.
What? Why not?
If Duma is gone, Ragel's lands will turn as barren as Zophia's have. Even more people will starve.
But Celica, we can't let...
And even if you wanted to stop Duma, you can't. Nothing can stop him now. Milla has chosen to seal Falchion away with her.
What? But then... all this fighting... what was it even for? Father!
Ulm and Ontees, you stand at the pinnacle of your respective kingdoms. The hour is come for the world of man to return to the gods' control. It is the dawn of an age of fear and chaos, cradled in Duma's shadow.
We'll never let that happen.
Rejoice, Ontees, for you have the honor of serving as its cornerstone.
Celica? What is he talking about?
I'm sorry, This is the only way. There's no other choice.
The girl will offer up her soul to quell the madness in Duma's heart. She does so for the sake of Rigel and Zophia's people both.
What? No! Celica, you can't! Tell me he's lying!
I'm sorry,
Do not think me a monster. I shall grant you the time for a farewell. But be quick about it.
Celica!
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
This is crazy! You can't do this! I'm going to get you out of here! Just hold on!
You don't understand, I came here knowing what awaited me.
What?
Back on the island, I had a dream. A dream where something terrible happened to you. So I decided to petition Milla for the strength to protect you. Yet for all my travels, you've still faced terrible danger. And you were even forced to end your own father's life. I'd seen it all. I knew it was coming, but I couldn't change a thing. I failed to keep you safe, Om.
That's not... Celica, none of what's happened is your fault. You're not to blame for any of it.
But I won't lose you. I won't let any of you die. I don't want you to fight Duma. I don't want anyone to be hurt or killed. That's my only desire in this life.
Celica!
And this is the only means I have of ensuring that comes to pass. So again, Om, I'm sorry. I wish it could have been different. I always have. I wish I could have gone home to the village and lived there with you.
Celica, please, wait! Celica!
I don't wish to be vulgar, but... Well, what is the proper course of action for us now? Emperor Rudolph bade us defeat Duma, but Princess Antise asked us not to. Have we come this far simply to reach an impasse and accept it?
One thing seems abundantly clear as things now stand. The chances of Sophia's recovery are nearly extinguished. With Milla in her current state, there is little hope of change.
No. But Celica's gonna take care of Milla and Duma for us, right? Are you serious, Tobin? You're just gonna sit around on your butt and let Celica die for us? What? No! I don't want that any more than you do. But what other choice do we have? There's nothing left we can do! I'm not giving up. Huh? I'm not giving up on her! Every part of me, every fiber of my being says this is wrong. So we're going to take down Duma and bring Celica home safe. Sure, that all sounds fine and well. But how do we do that exactly?
Consider your position, Om. You're no longer just the leader of the Deliverance. You are to be Ragel's next emperor. You must set your personal feelings aside, no matter how difficult it may be. All of Valentia depends on you now. That must be what steers your decision.
Fine. Then I decide to follow the will of the previous emperor, Rudolph. Om. Oh, come on! What's wrong with personal feelings? All of you fought this far because you hold some kind of hope for the world. It's man's individual hopes and fears that shape the world, that drive it. And that's how it should be. I truly believe that. Should we let the world crumble on a god's whim? Or his absence?
You're right, of course. But
I don't want to lose anyone else I care about. I don't want to see anyone else lost because of Duma. Don't you feel the same, Clive?
even if we escape from Duma's control, a starving people can know no peace. Villains and thieves will arise to feed on the weakest and most vulnerable. Are you prepared to inflict that upon the world?
I will dedicate my life as Emperor to ensuring such a thing doesn't happen. And yes, I know as well as anyone that there will be losses along the way. I think I've learned that much by now. But when I think of the next 1,000 years, I don't want this. I want to leave behind a world where we shape our lives by our own hands, where we make our own mistakes and fix them as many times as necessary. That's a world worthy of a future.
So be it. If you have the determination to see it through, I'll not object. I am yours to command, Your Excellency.
Count me in. I'm not living my life bowing to Duma and his little idiots. I'll take going hungry over that any day of the week. I'm just not sure. Quit your whining and hop on board already. If it were just me, I would. But I have little brothers and sisters to think of.
I will gladly take up a trowel and work the land with them.
Wait, but you're a noble, Lucas.
Such things will mean precious little in the world ahead of us. Myself, I refuse to be controlled by Duma or go hungry. If it means working the barren earth, then I shall do just that.
And you won't do it alone. In truth, I've always been curious about farming. I'm sure we can reap or sow or whatever it is, enough to stay alive. Though I admit, I think all this talk of doom and gloom is entirely premature.
This is great, guys. Count me in too. I'm pretty handy with a plow, actually. I'll show you guys how it's done.
An emperor plowing the fields? I never thought I'd see the day.
Huh? Milla's statue is glowing.
What's going on here? Wasn't she sealed away?
She's calling me. Let's go. Milla is calling to me. We might still be able to pull this off. We have to find a way to the altar.
And with that, with the glowing statue ahead of us, and the altar possibly parting off to the left here, we're gonna continue on our way through this area. Next time on Fire Emblem Echoes, we're gonna figure out a way to get to the altar. See you all then. Later.